Hey everyone, I'm back and I'm here to talk about the 5 high-end products that I never knew I couldn't live without. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the Bobbi Brown Intensive Skin Color Corrector. This is a peach colored corrector. You see the peach color? It is designed to counteract the blue tones under your eyes. For a long time, I was just using a traditional concealer, and I always noticed that I had the raccoon eye look during the summer when I would get tan and I would have this total raccoon eye. And I went to Bobbi Brown and they showed me the color correctors, and once I saw what it looked like, I was shocked at how a peach color would look so natural on me, and I really feel like it's made a huge difference. Now all I have to do is go in with this and it completely counters that blue tone that you get just under the eyelashes and on the inner corner. The reason I chose this one as my favorite is because not only is it a very thin liquidy texture, which is great for wrinkles under the eyes, for not accentuating them, but also it has antioxidants in there and other beneficial ingredients, so I thought if I'm putting something under my eyes, it might as well be beneficial. So that's why this is my favorite, and it's definitely changed the way I do makeup, and that's what these two videos are for, is to list out the 5 products that high-end and drugstore that have pretty much changed the way I do makeup. So this is definitely one of those. Number 2 is the Anastasia Brow Wiz, or the new brow definer, which is this fatter guy here. The Brow Wiz has been very popular on YouTube, and of course that's why I tried it. I get mine in taupe, which is a great color. So this is a very cool toned color, and I have tried the Smashbox one, I've tried the NYX one, which is supposed to be a dupe for this, and it is a good dupe. However, it is a little bit more warm, and I'll use it in a pinch. It's in my work bag, but this is by far the best one. It has a tiny look how tiny that is. So it really just gets in there and makes little tiny strokes. Oh, I love this one. And then it has a spoolie on this end. And the difference between this one and the brow definer, because the one thing that I noticed about now that I fill in my brows is I feel like my makeup takes so much longer. It's probably only like a minute and a half, but that minute just feels like a long time. And this one has made it seem like it goes a lot faster. So it's the same thing. It has a spoolie on this end, but on this end, it's got this sort of, actually, you know what? I'm going to show a picture. There's a picture of it from the side right here. And it's just a fatter one, that way you can kind of go sideways and like super fast fill in everything. But you can also go in the other way, which is more narrow, so you can get like a more precise filling in. But then even more, if you look at it straight on, and I'll show another picture, it is shaped like a triangle. So the point, there's one point that's much more sharp than the rest. And that one, if you use that side, it can make even finer marks than this one. And this one makes super fine marks. So this one's really versatile because I'll go in sideways and I'll just do like a general fill-in as if I'm using like a big fat marker. And then I will go in and do like the fine detail work with the sharp end. So it gives you a lot of versatility. And again, I have that in taupe. And this product for sure changed my life. Like I said, I've tried to find other ones that were less expensive, and it actually turns out that it's not that expensive in the world of high-end makeup. Okay, what's next? Oh, okay, so staying on the same brow world, this is the Benefit Give Me Brow. And I had a little trouble with this one because I really like it, but it is so damn expensive. It's $24 for this tiny little bottle, and yeah, it's basically half the size of a regular brow gel. So what it is it's instead of that big fat thing that they give you, but I hate that huge spoolie because it doesn't fit in my eyebrows, but this one does. It's this tiny little one, so I'm going to come in close and just show you how perfectly it fits. Oh. And it has fine fibers that add and attach to the hair to make your hair look thicker. It is the perfect cool toned color, and I just love it. The little spoolie is everything, and it totally is what has saved me time. If I'm in a rush in the morning, I just throw this on and I don't have to go in with my Anastasia, and I really love it. But for $24, I don't know if I'm going to repurchase it. I really want to repurchase it. I feel like I can't live without it, but it's so expensive. And I think it might just be about the brush. The little tiny brush. But I just wanted to mention it because I feel like it does stand out above the rest, and it has changed the way I do my makeup, which I do it faster because I have this thing. Let's do number 4, which is definitely one of my favorites, and pretty much the whole line is my favorite. But it is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Diffused Light. And Diffused Light is basically a yellowish toned whitish powder. There's no shimmer, but when you look closely, there's like a fine glimmer in it. Can you see? It's such a sheer powder that it really doesn't show up as any color. It just looks like, it's not glitter. You cannot see glitter. Trust me, I would not wear glitter all over my face. I use this to set my makeup every single day, and it gives me sort of a lit from within glow. It is super finely milled, and it just doesn't settle into fine lines, and it just gives you your face like a sheen. And I have a feeling I'm definitely going to purchase this one again when it runs out because I really love the finish. Oh god, my battery's dying. Last but certainly not least is the Beauty Blender. I tried the Beauty Blender for the first time over a year ago, and I've never looked back. I tried the Real Techniques one because I wanted to see if I could save some money, and it just wasn't the same. I felt like it fell apart faster, and it felt like I was like punching myself in the face with like a giant boxing glove or something. Like it just was like pounce, pounce, pounce. Where this one is like pounce, 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 pounce. And it's just so bouncy and so light. What you do is you take your beauty blender, your dry beauty blender, which here is a dry one. You can see the difference in size. And you go and you wet it under water, and you squeeze 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 until it fills up with water and it becomes nice and fat. And when you get it to that, you wring it out with your hand and just wring out the excess water, and it becomes this very, 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 very like cool feeling thing. And instead of taking your foundation and just like striping it on your face, this actually pounces it in and evens out and shears out the foundation to the point that you don't look like you're wearing foundation. Your skin looks flawless. It fills in all of those pores just by the motion of pouncing. It also is really great for getting like under the eyes, or this little point gets like in the nose, but I usually hold the point side and I pounce all over, and it's really great because you use less foundation, I find, because I just put it in certain areas that I need it, and I pounce this to shear it out and blend it all out. And like I said before, I've tried all the other dupes, and there really is no comparison. Once you go Beauty Blender, you never go back. And people are turned off by the fact that it's $20. However, I've had this one, but it has lasted, and it still does a really great job of putting my makeup on. If you wash it quite regularly, it should last you a very long time. I think the manufacturer says it lasts 3 to 6 months if it's used every day. But you can get this thing really clean, and I'll definitely do a video on how to do that because I've seen some really great tips, and this has totally changed the way I look at foundation now. Like, I love foundation. I love putting foundation on. I love putting concealer on. But if you are into makeup or you enjoy putting makeup on, you need to try this. I know $20 is a lot of money, but it really will last you quite a long time.
Oh my god, did I really do a whole video without lipstick on?
yeah, so those are my 5 high-end products that I didn't know I couldn't live without. I definitely suggest that you try them, and thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.